So can FUM help you quit smoking or vaping? Does it work? I don't know. Honestly, they wanted this review within like 90 days, but I'll let you know everything I know so far. So this video isn't sponsored or anything, but like I said, they wanted a video in 90 days because I am trying to get a discount, I guess. They call it a refund. I don't know. They'll give you half off for making a video. But they did say they wanted an honest review, so give me just a sec here. Want a refund on your fume order. We value your honest feedback and want to make your experience as smooth as possible. So, if you want, here, let me just put this back to. There we go. Here is a link that I got from an email after I bought the thing. There are the rules if you care to pause on either one of those, just to see that I'm being legit with you. Yeah, my order was $100. I'm just trying to save $50. They'll give you half off. Where is it? I don't know where it says that. Here we go. Up to $100. Mine costs like $100, so I'm gonna get $50. Regardless. So it's not sponsored, but I'm trying to get that discount. But I am gonna be real with you as far as how I feel about how it's been going so far. So how does it work? Does it work? Kind of. So it it really depends on who you are. If you are determined to quit smoking, this will help with certain aspects of that. So it's not the cure all, it's not the end all be all, but it does help with certain things. Like when you smoke or vape, you get used to having something in your mouth, having something in your hand, and having this. First of all, it has, you can hear it's worn a little bit since I got it. It was way clickier when I first got it, but it wore off quick. But it does spin and it does let you fidget, which is part of what you do with a cigarette when you smoke, or even a vape. Like I used to twirl mine around, which you can kind of do with this, I guess. Um, but the clicky thing I can do with one hand. It's nice. What it does is it has this core in here, and it's essential oils, I guess. Who knows if it's any better for you than smoking or vaping? It probably is. And they have a bunch of studies that they've funded that that verify all this. But who knows? I'm thinking it's got to be better because you're not actually putting fumes like actual vapor or smoke into your lungs. But I'm no doctor, and the doctors that they have, they probably paid. I don't know, but I feel like when I hit it, I'm not getting stuff in my lungs. It kind of feels like menthol. So I don't know how many of you have had a menthol cigarette, but it's kind of like that. But it's also like Vicks Vapor Rub or something like that. So, I mean, something they let children use. I mean, I'm not saying it's the same ingredients, but they do say they use menthol, and it feels like menthol, kind of, which is in Vicks Vapor Rub. And so that's kind of that throat hit you get. Like I was going to talk about whether or not it actually feels like smoking or vaping. Not really. You're getting mentholated air, pretty much flavored mentholated air. I don't know if they all use menthol, but all the ones I've tried kind of feel that way. But yeah, it's something. It's better than nothing. Um, I have not quit vaping yet. I quit smoking through vaping. Um, and I'm trying to quit vaping through this. And then this is minimal enough to where I think I should be able to just get rid of it or get rid of the flavor cores eventually and just use the fidget or whatever. Maybe chew on pens or toothpicks or whatever. which is another option. Like, this is kind of expensive. Um, but just to have a fidget in your hands, or pens or toothpicks or gum or any of that stuff to help with your hands and your oral fixation could help. This is kind of like that, except you can actually draw on it, which is a habit, you do. Um, I gave it a real try with minimal vaping one day, and I was sucking on it all day. And I kind of decided I'm not ready to quit vaping just yet. I might soon, and when I do, I will use this. But for now, I'm trying to do too much at once. I'm getting in shape. I'm learning Spanish. I'm, you know, trying to make more videos, which, sorry, I haven't had one in a while, but is what it is. Regardless. Um so yeah, I think it's a helpful tool if you're serious about quitting. You got to look into it, prepare for it. That's a different video if you want. How did I quit? I've quit in the past without using a vape, which is, I'm sure, how most people would prefer it. But I don't know. This time around, I thought I'd be a little easier on myself. But but yeah, there are other things you can do besides buy one of these. You can use toothpicks or other fidgets or whatever, which is what I did last time. Last time I kind of went cold turkey, but I chewed the Nicorette generic nicotine gum actually for a little while, and I'm not a big gum chewer, so I was able to switch to regular gum fairly quickly because I don't care about gum. And then, you know, and also, like, I would just leave it in my mouth forever until the nicotine was gone, and you know, I would get used to the less and less nicotine, and then eventually I would drop it down to a lower amount, and then eventually I just switched to regular gum. And by eventually, I mean fairly quick, within like a month or so. And I don't chew gum, I don't care about gum, so I just stopped fairly quickly after that, within a couple of weeks. And I was good for about a year and a half, but I started back up. Is what it is. Story for a different time. And this time around, I decided to, you know, I cut back on the cigarettes. I still vaped. I'm all the way to the lowest amount of nicotine on the vape. I kind of think it's silly to do the zero, but maybe I'll try it. Who knows? Maybe I'll try it before going to this. But either way, I'm healthier already for not smoking. I can tell. Again, another video. I'm getting too wrapped up here. Regardless, so it's not a one-to-one substitute. You do need to be committed. You do need to struggle through withdrawals and cravings and all that. And this helps, but it's not going to satisfy that craving. You're going to need actual nicotine for that. And I personally would use something. Vape probably isn't the best. Patches tend not to stick. Gum kind of sucks. Like, they all suck, but it helps. It really does help. And if you try to just tough it out cold turkey, I feel like you're going to be more likely to slip up. But hey, man, some people are super determined. But if you've been addicted for 20, 30 years like I have, I need a crutch. And this seems like a decent crutch. Um, so what do you get? How do you get it? You go to tryfum.com, try your luck. You've got a mystery gift claim. They just want your info. It's going to be probably these. There we go. Which is just for the end of this. Need to clean that out under there. And I don't know. That's what I got from discount code from a YouTuber that recommended these. And yeah, they sell those for like $10 for 3 of them. Not worth it, but hey, I got it for free, so whatever. That's probably what your free gift is. Um, but yeah, what do you get? You get the Journey Pack. is what I got. It's 93.62. You get 3 flavor packs. They each come with 3. I'll talk about how long they last in just a minute. They have this one, or this one. 60. Okay, so plus. So it comes with this one for 20 more bucks. You get the black and brown one. I don't know why that would matter. Or for an extra 65 bucks, you get both. So yeah, the journey pack, you basically get 3 flavors and the FUM thing. You can pay more to get these, but there's also clubs. You can subscribe, of course, and you get all these different options and bundles and all that stuff. Where are just the cores? Here we go. You can buy these. They're like 12 bucks a piece. You get 3 cores in them. These are all the flavors. And they do have these single-use devices, which I do recommend. I wasn't able to find them before. I don't know why. I must just not have scrolled down enough or something. But yeah, give one of these a try to see if you think it'll work for you. They are 40 bucks. Jeez. Oh, it's a 2-pack or a 4-pack or a 6-pack. Let's see if they offer them single. Yeah, 25 bucks. I don't know. If you're broke, I would suggest trying one of those. If you think you're going to go for it, I don't know. So yeah, that's that. The flavor cores, like I said, they're essential oils basically. I don't know. It says it lasts like 3 days. Pack lasts 10 days. So yeah, it's like 3 1/3 days for each one. I think you can honestly get more than that out of it. It depends on how hard you want to suck, how lightheaded you want to get. Obviously, I don't know if you've ever tried sucking through a straw real hard or, blowing up a balloon or whatever and gotten lightheaded, but this will do that if you keep sucking on it too much. I mean, yeah, you're basically just breathing air. You can restrict it. Like, it has this. If you could see it. That lets you restrict the air a little bit, but I mean, it's not like going through a filter or through a bunch of tobacco or through even, vapes have other ways of restricting the air that seems a little more, there is a coil in there with a filter, a mesh filter, usually. So yeah, it's definitely different. But yeah, I do think those cores can last longer if you want them to. I put them back in the thing, in the little pouch. They zip up. And yeah, I mean, they get older, they get weaker, but there's still some there. I don't know. Kind of up to you. I've used the same one for days and days, and it seems to be fine. But yeah, it's kind of on you. I imagine when you first quit, you'll be sucking on it a whole lot more, and it'll last less. So I imagine like the oil evaporates as air goes through it or whatever. So all depends on how often you're hitting it and how hard you're hitting it, how much air goes through it, basically. Whether or not you're leaving the thing open in between or shutting it, I don't think that matters too much, though. Honestly, I don't pay too close attention. So I don't know if you noticed, it is a little tore up on the lip there, and the wood itself is discolored. Let's see. There it goes. You can see like up here, it's a little discolored. And the edge. But yeah, it's a tool, it's not the end all be all. So, as I said, I am trying to get 50 bucks back. It's really the only reason I'm doing the review. I mean, I hope it's helpful. It is a tool like any other. But yeah, if you could help me get 200 views, that's all they're asking for, 200 views. So I mean, I've had some videos get thousands. Well, yeah, a few thousand, I guess. Most of them get less than 100, less than 50 even. But I don't know. If y'all could help me get a couple of views, that'd be sick. Anyway, thanks. I hope this helps somebody. I do think it is a useful tool. A little expensive, but, you know, useful. So thanks.